Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do 3 different eye makeup looks, and they'll be very quick, so they'll be perfect for like a night out or if you want with like a sari. This one will be a classic eyeliner look. So first we need a good eye primer. So the one that I like is from MAC Paint Pot, and the color that I'm using on my skin is Camel Coat. Always thought that was a bizarre name. And then literally just use your fingers all over the eyelid, and it warms it up quite well as well. So as you can see, it's kind of like an ashier color. And obviously get groundwork is another really good one as well. I use it on a lot of my clients actually. So if you feel like you prefer it to be a bit more brown rather than grey, go for it. I just feel like with this tone, the eyeliner really pops. You can use a brush with this as well, but on myself I like to use the finger because you can really just blend it out. And I love this pre-made palette from MAC, and this one's called Mellow Modern. So this is, they literally sell it like this. And the color that I'm actually going to go for, sorry about the mess and the scratch, is actually this one all over. So I don't know if you can see, probably looks extremely bright with my lighting, I'm really sorry. It's kind of like a little bit of a pink tone. So with the same brush, I'm just going to go all over. It just sets it nicely. You have to work with these paint pots really quickly as well, because they set and dry very quickly, so then you know they don't look very blended, and you can't blend with them or work with them very easily as well. So yeah, so all blended, neat, no creases, smooth. Now I'm gonna take the slightly reddish brown that's at the bottom. It really doesn't look like that, but it does in real life. And I'm just gonna pop that, same brush, and all you do here is the crease. So you can see it's warming up a little bit. So you just putting it on the crease. Now with the same color, I'm just gonna kind of go underneath. Not all the way into the inner corner, but just on the lower eyelid. Just to give it a little bit of continuation, if that even exists, that word. Yeah? And then now I'm gonna take so these two colors were quite matte. And then now I'm taking a slightly bronzier brown with the same brush. Get rid of excess, and just in the outer crease. If you feel like you've got hooded eyelids, sorry, maybe stay away from this color. Just do the other two, or use less of it. Yeah, that's literally the eyeshadow done. Now eyeliner. Everyone has a specific eyeliner that they really like. Stick to it. There's no one's better than the other or whatever. Obviously the blacker the better. The one that I've been using since I was 14 years old is actually the Rimmel Exaggerate, and this one's been rinsed so much you can't even see the label, it's all come off. And I really like it on myself because I find it easier to use on myself. I don't use these on clients. I actually find it harder to use on clients. So literally go for any eyeliner that you're comfortable with. I mean, us Tamil girls, man, we live on eyeliner, so whichever one you prefer. And I'm literally just going to do a nice winged liner. So I always start with the wing. So now that I've done the top liner, it's just like the liner just pops. Can you tell? It's just like, and this one's quite nice, even for work, or if you want it just for like a night out, or even with a sari or a dress. It's just like a pretty classic look, and you'd obviously finish it off with mascara. One mascara that I actually really like at the moment is the Bobbi Brown. I think it's called Smudge Proof, and it's just a normal black one. It doesn't say anything. It's just, you know, it's a silver packaging and it's smudge proof, and it really is smudge proof. So in this at the bottom, and just to finish it off, from the same palette, I'm going to take the silvery, shimmery colour as my highlighter. So I'm just going to use my fingers and then just go in the inner corner. Yep, and you just do that on the other side. Ta-da! You can choose what kind of lipstick you want to do. Like, I'll do Twig. And I'll just dab it on. I won't even... I think this is a nice, fresh, pretty, classic eyeliner look. Smoky glittery eye. So first thing, another paint pot, and this one's called Constructivist. You've probably seen this, me use this on Snapchat quite a bit as well. Again, with the finger, and it's just like a dark browny colour all over the eyelid. Yeah, so once you've got it all over the eyelid, you actually use some of this on your lower eyelid as well this time. So with the same finger, not all the way in, but sort of maybe 3/4. Yeah, you can see it. So at the moment I'm not wearing concealer. I don't know if you can tell, but I've wiped it off just because I am going to use heavier products on this. So I'm just going to literally finish this eye makeup and then do the concealer. So it's completely up to you. There's no right or wrong, so it's like whatever order you want to do it. Now, the 224 brush, and you actually start off with the crease. So I'm actually going to use an orange. So this is a palette that I made myself, and I kind of put all my favorite colors together. So the orange one. Now, a lot of people always wonder, like, why the orange or why that sort of brownish color just in the crease. It's just you need a transition color, because you can imagine if you know, or if you've seen it on some people, where it's almost like it stops, like the color just stops at the crease, and then you see like your skin, and it just doesn't look blended, and no matter how hard you try, it just doesn't really work. So you initially start off with the crease color. So I'm going to use the orange, get rid of excess, and literally just apply it in the crease. Once you've done this, I'm going back to my Mellow Moderns from the earlier look that we did as well. Yeah, and I'm just going to use the shimmery bronzy color. If you have any other, another favorite is Mulch, Tempting. They're all really nice from MAC as well. So this underneath, and literally what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all over the eyelid except the middle area. So that's the part that I'm just going to leave, just because I want to add the glitter on it, and I don't want it to have too much texture there. So this just goes everywhere else. So even in a corner. So we're not doing the whole light to dark. And you do the same on the other side. So this color from the palette is very, very similar to the Constructivist paint pot that I already used, which is why I find it's quite nice to go with similar colors. Don't forget the bottom eyelid. And the reason I like using the 224 brush is because it's really soft, it doesn't actually pick up a lot of color. And that's why none of the colors that I'm using, especially the orange, looks very harsh. Whereas if you used the 217 or any other like really strong or very, like very thick bristled blending brushes, like they will pick up a lot more product. So it's that's why I think it's very important to use the right brush as well. So now that you've basically done this, this is my favorite part, Feline. So Feline is one of my favorite core pencils, but one that's really nice, which I use on my clients a lot, is the Inglot black eyeliner pot. It's really rich, like it's really black, and so that you can actually use in your waterline as well, and you know, you won't cry from it or anything like that. So yeah, so this literally in your waterline. Now, I like using this finger especially, I don't know why, but yeah, and then you literally just smudge the whole thing. You can use a smudging brush, or I mean there are so many that you can actually use as well, but why use too many things, hey? Like if you can use it, if you can just use one brush, like so far we've just been using one brush, why not? Yep, and smudge it. Same on the other side. Maybe it's because I have a lot of power in this finger, I don't know. It's like my, you know how Samson has the hair? I have the finger. Yeah, at the moment it looks a little bit messy. So what we're going to do now is, it kind of, I mean, smudging the pencil now, because it's oil based as well, it's almost like having a base again. So it's kind of like what the paint pot does. It's like the purpose of it. So going back to my Mellow Modern pre-made palette, this time, however, I am going to use, well, a smaller brush would have been nicer, but it's fine. Let's use the 217 because the 217 is a great blending brush to have anyway. I'm going to dip into the black. Well, it kind of looks blue in your thing, doesn't it? To me, it looks black. Anyway, dip it in with the 217 and literally just press it into where we've smudged it. And then do the crease as well. Not all the way down, so just the outer crease like we did in the first look. And then you do the same on the bottom lid. Again, not all the way out, it's just like sort of concentrate in the outer corner. Okay? Now you do the same thing on the other eye. Now you need a flat, small, thin brush and just put it into the crease. Lash line, sorry. And you do the same at the bottom. Just the lash line. So I've just added a bit of concealer, so it's already looking a million times better. So before you add your mascara, obviously mascara in my eyes always goes right at the end. So here I would be adding my glitter. And this is a new thing. It's actually Jamani, a makeup artist that I work with quite a lot. I'm sure you guys all know her, but she told me about it. So this is the Heavy Metal range from Urban Decay, and all of their colors are amazing. This one's called Midnight Cowboy. And literally what you do, and this is why this is such a quick glitter smoky eye look, is you take some of this and you literally apply it in the middle, generously. Glitter on, bit of mascara, and we're done. Again, my favorite mascara, the smudge proof. So again, I've got my semi-permanent lashes on, so you guys can obviously add false lashes or mascara or whatever you feel comfortable with. But this is like a really nice smoky eye that I actually do a lot for saris as well, dresses, night out, name it. And to finish it off, I've used the Bobbi Brown Candlelight Shimmer Gloss all over my lips as well, just because I find having a bit of shimmer on the lips kind of brings out the glitter that you've put on your eye, so it's kind of like the whole face sparkles. And at this point I would just add a lot of highlighting as well, because this is more of an evening look, right? So hope you like it. So this is perfect for saris, and again we're going to be working with gold and bronze tones. So paint pot again, this time this one's called Indian Wood. It's kind of like a bronzy color. So I'm just going to scoop some out, and again all over the eyelid. all blended out. You can see like the gold and the bronze coming through. Now next is a palette that I put together from MAC as well, and it looks a little bit messy, but it's got all the bronze and gold. Right, my favorite 3 colors would be Gold Mine, Amber Lights, and I'll put it in the description, but it's actually kind of like a reddish brown, but it's like, it's got the, I think it's antiqued. I'll find out. Anyway, so first thing you do is you get a 239 brush, sort of like a flat brush. Start with the gold, okay, get rid of excess, and you literally apply it in the inner corner, and you keep it within the socket, guys, so not like whatever. And the whole point of this brush is that you kind of apply it. It's not a blending brush, it's an application brush, okay? So you do the same thing on the other side. And again, as I've said before, if you feel comfortable doing one eye at a time, do that with the paint pot, because right now it's still slightly wet, so I'm trying to work very quickly. Now that I've done the inside, so you can see like the proper yellow gold, I'm taking with the same brush, same side, the Amber Lights, get rid of excess. And this is quite a good trick. So like literally stretch your eyelid and then just like draw it down or paint it down, or however you want to call it, and that way you get like such an intense color. So instead of dabbing it on, just literally pull it down with the tip of that brush. You kind of just like get the color on sort of the end, right, the tip of it, and then you just do the entire bottom line, bottom eyelid. Now with the side that didn't have color on, you get the reddish brown, okay? So these are all shimmer colors. And again, within the socket. So you don't go this way and get it outside of the socket, within the socket. So if you need to tilt the brush a little bit, go for it. Okay, now you take the 217 brush from MAC and you basically get cork, which I have there. Some people like to do this fast, so you could do the cork fast like I did with the orange in your crease color and then add all the colors. I like to do it at the end with these colors because I just don't want it to look so harsh. So right, feline pencil, my favorite, in your waterline. So once you've smudged it, you take your any flat brush. I always like working with the angled brush. Dip it into the black, and I think it's called Carbon in MAC, and literally trace the bottom lash line. If some people like to actually draw, use an eyeliner, like a liquid eyeliner, and draw it on, I personally find it very harsh, so I prefer, you know, the sort of smoky smudged black. So if you look at this eye and that eye, it just looks a little bit more done, I guess. Now at the top, you do your liquid liner. Again, my favorite is the Rimmel Exaggerate. You do the winged liner here as well. This one goes a little bit higher than the first look I created. Now the inner corner, and that's why I like this Exaggerate, because it's like really sharp. So I just literally stretch my eyebrows and then pull it out a little bit. Okay, now to finish off, you take your 217 brush again, dip it into the Carbon, and then you literally, so that it doesn't look incomplete at the end, so you just add a bit of black. And here it doesn't matter if you go outside of your socket because you've already drawn your liner outside of the socket. Now this brush I really like. It's the Inglot 13P, and it's just like a small little fluffy sort of brush. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to dip that into the black. and then literally just trace it on the bottom lid. Not all the way, just kind of where the eyeliner is, and then just kind of, so there's no little gap there, so you just kind of continue it. And then to finish off, mascara. And one last thing actually, I'm gonna take a really light highlighting color, or if you have a really nice highlighter, I'm just gonna use my fingers and just go underneath that sharp line. So it just pops. And just blend it out a little bit. Eye makeup done. And now you just basically add some. So the lipstick I'm going to use for this look is something a little bit bolder. So D for Danger from MAC with Beat lip liner. So I'm going to use my lipstick first. And then go over with the liner. I just find it easier that way. I hope you really enjoyed the 3 looks. It took a lot to put them together, but if you've noticed, they all took me less than 10 minutes each to create, so I hope you'll recreate them. And I actually wanted to ask you guys something. If you can recreate any of those looks, please put it up on Instagram or Facebook and tag me, and I would love to see how you guys did it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe. Love you.